Introduction. The code was never lost, just ignored. Before you even begin, pause, feel this moment, because if you're here reading these words, or hearing this voice, it's no accident. This book has found its way into your life because it's time for a shift, time to remember something you've always known. Deep down, in the quiet, secret center of you, it's now in your hands. Throughout this book, you'll notice repetition, not by accident, but by design. Why? Because the brain rewires through rhythm, because the subconscious is trained through repetition, because your transformation isn't a single spark, it's the fire that comes from returning to truth again, and again, and again. So if you hear words repeated, let them sink in, let them soften the old walls you've built, let them rewrite your inner code. By the time you finish this hour, you'll understand how to reprogram your mind, how to speak your reality into existence, and how to use this long-forgotten, now reawakened technology to build the life your heart has always known was possible. This isn't magic, it's memory, the remembering of who you are and what you were always capable of. Now, take a deep breath, let it go, and allow this journey to unfold. You're not just reading a book. You're activating your future. Chapter 1: The brain believes what you tell it. Close your eyes for a moment. Listen to your thoughts. Now here's the secret nobody taught you in school. Your brain is always listening to the words you say. Not just the ones you speak out loud, but especially the ones you repeat in your head, day after day, silently shaping your reality behind the curtain of awareness. Thoughts are not just fleeting clouds. They're blueprints. And the more often you think a thought, the stronger that blueprint becomes. This is not metaphor. It's biology. It's called neuroplasticity, your brain's natural, built-in ability to change, to rewire itself, to reshape its own structure based on what you repeatedly feed it. Think of it like this: every thought is a footstep in a field of tall grass. Walk the same path enough times, and a trail forms. Eventually, that trail becomes so well worn, it feels like the only direction you can go. But here's the beauty of neuroplasticity: you can always choose a new path. Even if your current beliefs feel hardwired, even if you've told yourself the same painful story for years, your brain is not a prison. It's a garden. And what you plant, water, and tend will grow. The science of rewiring, decades of neuroscience have proven what ancient mystics already knew. Dr. Joe Dispenza's work shows that when people combine mental focus with emotion, when they feel their new identity before it becomes real, their brain doesn't wait for outer proof. It begins to rewire itself right then and there. Hebb's law says, neurons that fire together, wire together. What does that mean for you? It means that every time you speak a new truth, I am healthy, I am safe, I am abundant, and truly feel it in your body, you're not just imagining change. You're building it. Like electrical wires twisting closer and closer until they fuse, new thoughts become new beliefs, and new beliefs birth a new reality. This is why repetition matters. Because your subconscious mind doesn't change through logic. It changes through frequency. And the most powerful frequency you can emit is a truth you feel. Affirmation is activation. Affirmations are not magic spells. They're neural instructions. But not all affirmations are created equal. The formula that works, the one embedded in the MindTech method, is this: present tense, emotion, repetition. Say it like it's already happening. Say it while feeling it in your body. Say it again and again and again. I am whole. I am free. I am supported in all I do. The brain doesn't wait for external proof. It takes the emotion as evidence. And the more you flood your nervous system with that new truth, the more the old program, the doubt, the fear, the survival thinking begins to fall apart. A true story of rewiring. Let me tell you about Maya. For most of her adult life, She believed she wasn't worthy of love. That she had to earn it. Prove it. Chase it. Her inner voice was cruel, repeating old echoes from childhood. You're too much. You're not enough. You're broken. And for years, her relationships mirrored that story. Until one night, alone on her bedroom floor, headphones on, tears falling, Maya decided to try something new. She found a track. 528 Hz, the love frequency. The notes hummed like light in her chest. Over it, a voice whispered, "You are love. You are worthy. You are safe to receive." At first, Maya didn't believe it. Her body resisted. Her heart ached. But she listened again. And again. And again. Each night before bed, she let the words soak into her like water on parched soil. Weeks passed. Her breath softened. Her chest opened. She caught herself smiling for no reason. Then something unexpected happened. Someone from her past apologized. A job offer arrived without her asking. She started laughing again. Sleeping deeply. Speaking more gently to herself. And one day, without realizing it, she looked in the mirror and saw a woman she loved. Not because her life had changed, but because she had. This is what's possible when you rewire your mind, not with force, but with feeling. This is what happens when your brain starts to believe what you say instead of what the world once told you. So tonight, or whenever you listen to this, don't just hear the words. Let them in. Let them soften the tight spaces. Let them plant something new. You're not pretending. You're practicing. And soon the practice will become a path. The path will become a pattern. And the pattern will become your new reality. Because the brain always believes what you tell it. And now, for the first time in a long time, you're finally telling it the truth. You are powerful. You are rewiring. You are ready. Chapter 2: Feeling is the secret. You've probably heard it before. Change your thoughts. Change your life. But what if I told you it's not your thoughts that shape your future, it's what you feel? Because feeling is what makes a thought real to your nervous system. Feeling is the language of the subconscious, and your subconscious is what's driving almost everything. Your habits. Your beliefs. Your reactions. Your destiny. Here's the truth: you don't manifest what you want, you manifest what you are, and you are what you feel. Thought versus feeling. You can say, "I'm confident" 1,000 times, but if your body still tightens with fear, if your breath still shortens in doubt, your brain isn't convinced. Because words without feeling are just noise. But when your heart joins the conversation, when your body feels the truth of what you're saying, even just for a few seconds, your brain lights up like fireworks. That's when change begins. Neuroscience confirms this. When emotion meets intention, the brain creates new pathways faster and deeper than thought alone ever could. Emotion is the glue. It makes the invisible believable. This is why visualizations work better when they're soaked in emotion, why prayers feel more powerful when your whole body leans in, why music moves you in ways that words never could. Because your body understands what your mind sometimes forgets. Feeling is the signal, feeling is the switch, feeling is the secret. The body doesn't lie, your body keeps score. Every memory, every trauma, every triumph, all of it lives inside your nervous system. So if you've been stuck, repeating the same patterns, don't blame your willpower, blame the unhealed emotions still living in your cells. But here's the miracle: when you give your body a new feeling, even just for a few minutes a day, it begins to soften, it begins to shift. The grip of the past loosens, your shoulders lower, your breath deepens. And your body begins to feel safe again. Safety is the soil where miracles grow. A practice. Feel it now. Try this with me. Take a breath in and exhale slowly. Now close your eyes. Picture a version of yourself, the one you dream of becoming. Maybe they're standing taller, smiling brighter, moving freely, speaking their truth. Don't think about them, feel what they feel. Feel what it's like to wake up in their body, feel the calm in their chest, the ease in their jaw, the lightness in their walk. Hold that for just a moment longer. You're not pretending, you're remembering. This version of you is not far away, it's already inside you waiting to be felt. Energy doesn't lie. We live in an energetic world. People don't just respond to your words, they respond to your frequency. And your frequency is shaped by your emotions. This is why someone can walk into a room and shift the entire atmosphere without saying a single word. Why certain people magnetize love, abundance, or peace not because they try to, but because they feel it first. Feeling is the broadcast. And when you change your inner frequency, the outer world has no choice but to follow. This is not magic. It's resonance. And you don't need to fake it, you just need to feel it for real. So tonight or whenever you listen, don't chase the feeling, become it, let it rise inside you, naturally. Not by force, but by remembering what's already yours. You are safe, you are loved, you are allowed to feel good. And when you feel it, really feel it, your nervous system will believe you, your subconscious will follow you, and your life will catch up. Because feeling is the secret. Chapter 3. Speak it and sound will follow. The power of frequency. She was curled up in her car again. Not because she was on a road trip. Not because she was stargazing or camping. She was living in it. For weeks earlier, Maya had a job. An apartment. A routine. And then it all unraveled. Layoffs. Eviction. Her friends vanished as quickly as her direct deposit. And now, wrapped in a hoodie that smelled like gas station coffee and old tears, she sat still trying not to feel anything. Then she remembered the words. Not hers, but the ones she had whispered on that meditation app, barely believing any of it. I am safe. I am supported. I am guided. Back then, they felt like fiction. But that night, something inside her cracked. Maybe it was surrender. Or maybe it was the beginning of a signal being sent out. She didn't have money. But she had earbuds. And YouTube. That night she looped a 528 Hz track. The so-called love frequency. It hummed in her ears like a cosmic lullaby. She layered her voice over it. I am safe. I am seen. I am powerful beyond belief. The sound wasn't just in her ears anymore. It was in her bones. It shook loose something old. Something scared. Something that said, who do you think you are? And for the first time, she didn't answer with fear. She answered with truth. For 7 nights, she did this. Binaural beats and whispered affirmations. The 396 Hz track to release fear. The 963 Hz to connect to a higher self. Each frequency opened her like a safe whose code had finally been cracked. And then it came. A call. An old friend. I don't know why, but I've been thinking of you. Are you okay? She got a couch. Then a room. Then a job. Then her own place again. And every morning, she still plays the sounds. But not to fix a broken life. Now, to design a limitless one. You've heard of affirmations. You've heard of saying it until you believe it. But why do some affirmations fall flat while others reprogram your nervous system? It's not just about words. It's about frequency. When you speak affirmations layered with healing sound like binaural beats, solfeggio tones, or 528 Hz vibrations, something happens. Not metaphorically. Literally. These tones entrain the brain into deeper alpha and theta states, the gateway to the subconscious mind. Let's break this down. 396 Hz releases guilt and fear. Perfect for when the root chakra feels blocked. 417 Hz facilitates change and wipes traumatic memories. 528 Hz the love frequency. Promotes DNA repair and deep emotional healing. 963 Hz the frequency of the divine. Crown chakra activator. Connection to source. Science tells us the brain is a pattern matching machine. But it's also a frequency receiver. When you speak affirmations over these tones, you're not just hoping they stick. You're installing them. Like a software update for the soul. Einstein said, future medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. Tesla told us, if you want to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. They weren't speaking in riddles. They were pointing to a truth we're only just beginning to apply. Sound intention reality rewritten. Chapter 4 Your brain sees and believes he stood frozen in the cereal aisle. Not because he couldn't decide between organic granola or frosted flakes. Because his old self just walked past him. Same hoodie. Same slump. Same tired eyes. 6 months ago, that was Jordan broke, burned out, spiraling between DoorDash shifts and depression naps. His idea of a future? Surviving the week. Now? He looked down at the cart he was pushing. Fresh salmon. Avocados. Baby spinach. Not because someone told him to eat clean. Because his mind changed first. It started the night he watched a video on YouTube called Future Self Theater. Just 5 minutes. But in that 5 minutes something clicked. The narrator said, don't visualize for fun. Visualize to install new circuitry. Jordan didn't know about the reticular activating system then. He didn't need to. All he knew was when he started watching his future self every morning, he started seeing opportunities that felt invisible before.
He saw jobs. He saw people. He saw possibilities.
It was like his brain had been asleep and someone had flipped a switch. And now, standing in aisle 7 with a 300 grocery budget, he saw one more thing. Proof that it worked. Your brain is a movie theater, and your reticular activating system, or RAS, is the projectionist. It decides what gets screened. It decides what you notice. What you filter out. What you believe. What you reject. The RAS is like a searchlight filtering millions of bits of sensory data down to the few that match your internal programming. So when you visualize your future with images, sound, repetition, you're not just daydreaming. You're reprogramming the searchlight. You're saying, this is what I want. This is what I expect. This is what I am. And the RAS starts hunting for matches. So what's the formula? Visuals, affirmations, amplified manifestation. Why? Because when you pair emotion-rich words with imagery, your nervous system gets a double dose of belief. The brain doesn't know the difference between a real experience and one vividly imagined. And when you repeat that imagined scene with feeling, with detail, with intensity, your RAS locks in. It says, this is important. Find this in the world. Daily image training. Here's how. 1. Vision boards that move you, not just cars and beaches, but the emotion behind them. What does your ideal life feel like? What textures, colors, moods? 2. Looping affirmation videos. Make a short clip of your affirmations over footage or imagery. Watch it daily. Let the combination sink into your subconscious like a song stuck in your head. 3. Future self theater. Sit quietly. Close your eyes. Watch your future self walk into the room. How do they stand? How do they speak? What do they wear, smell like, carry with them? Watch them live your life for 3 minutes. And then say, I am that. It is already mine. Science and spirit agree. What you see over and over becomes what you seek. What you seek becomes what you find. And what you find becomes your life. So stop watching the reruns of your past. Start producing your future, frame by frame, scene by scene. Because your brain sees, and your brain believes. And what it believes, you will begin to receive. Before we move on to Chapter 5, let me share with you this guided meditation. This experience is layered with 777 Hz frequencies of vibration known to dissolve mental resistance, cleanse stagnant energy, and open the door to intuition. Some call it the frequency of miracles. Others feel it as a bridge to their soul's blueprint. All you need to do is relax, let the soundscape carry you, and when I invite you to step into the scene, trust whatever arises. This is your reward for staying curious. Your future self is waiting ready. Let's begin.
Future Self Theater, your guided visualization. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Let the noise of the world fall away. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw soften. You're entering a new space now. A private screening room just for you. Ahead of you is a screen, but you don't see it yet. Not until you step forward. 3 steps, each one lighter than the last. Step 1, Step 2, Step 3, and now it's playing. There you are. But not the you of today. This is your future self. Watch them. See how they walk, how they move. They are calm, certain, radiating ease and power. Look at their home. Where are they standing? A beach house, a studio, an office they built with their name on the door. Zoom in. Look at their face. They are you, but elevated, awakened, free. What are they doing? Are they speaking on stage, opening an email that changed everything, laughing at dinner with someone they love? Feel it. Don't just watch, enter. Step into that body. Be them now. Breathe as them. Walk as them. Speak. Say what they say. I already am this. I don't have to become. I remember now. The future is not far. It's here. It's always been waiting for you. Feel the keys in their hand. Feel the skin they wear. Feel the truth of this moment. And then, speak 3 words aloud. Softly. With certainty. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. And when you open your eyes, you will bring that self with you. Because now you've seen them. You've been them. And your brain will not forget.
Chapter 5, Subtitles for the Soul. Your brain learns best when it's immersed. Think about how you learned a song without trying. You heard it, you read the lyrics, you sang along. This is how affirmations rewire your mind fastest. When you read the words, hear the words, and say the words, you're programming multiple channels in your brain at once. Neuroscientists call this multi-sensory integration. It fires up your auditory cortex, visual cortex, and motor regions. The more parts of your brain involved, the faster the rewiring. This is neuroplasticity in action. The brain reshaping itself with every repetition, every sensation, every word. That's why reading affirmations while listening to them multiplies the effect. You're not just speaking to your mind, you're broadcasting to your soul. This mirrors how children absorb language, or how a chorus sticks in your head after a few listens. You weren't trying to memorize it, but you saw it, heard it, felt it, and now it's yours. Affirmations work the same way. With every round they sink deeper. So read them, hear them, feel them, say them again and again and again. Let them become your inner subtitles. Let's meet someone who did exactly that. Story. Keisha's mirror. Keisha stood in front of her bathroom mirror again. No makeup. No filters. Just the truth. She had lost her job 9 months ago, then her partner left, then the eviction notice came. She felt invisible. Broken. Unworthy. Her friend had handed her a paper 3 weeks earlier. A single page. 12 affirmations. Keisha had rolled her eyes. But desperation has a way of opening doors, so that morning, like the ones before it, she pressed play on the recording. The voice began, "I am powerful, I am worthy, I am rebuilding." She read along. Aloud. Slowly. Again and again and again. At first it felt fake. She whispered the words like apologies. But one morning something shifted. She caught her reflection mid-sentence. "I am not my past, I am the writer of my future." She didn't flinch this time. She stood taller. Day 10, she said it louder. Day 15, she believed one of them. Day 21, she believed most of them. By day 30, Keisha no longer needed the paper. The affirmations had become her inner script. Her new default. She applied for 5 jobs that week. Got 3 offers. Started therapy. Moved into her own place. The affirmations didn't change the world, but they changed her. And that changed everything. Subtitles for the soul. She gave her brain a new story to follow. She read it. She heard it. She said it until she became it. Chapter 6: The MindTech Formula. Affirmations, Frequencies, Visual Subtitles. The 4D Fast Track System. You are not just a thinker, you are a builder, a rewiring architect of your own mind. And the blueprint is this 4-part formula. We call it the MindTech Formula. Let's break it down, so you can build yourself back up. Spoken affirmations. This is your voice. Or someone else's voice. Repeating the truth you want to install. It moves through your ears, into your nervous system, and echoes in your subconscious. Think of your voice as the password that unlocks hidden doors inside your brain. Every time you hear it, it reinforces the new belief, like bricks stacking on top of each other, until it becomes unshakable. Sound frequencies. Your brain is electrical. Your body is vibrational. And your emotions? They ride on waves. Frequencies like 528 Hz for healing, 396 Hz for letting go, 963 Hz for awakening. They bypass words and speak directly to your cells. They soften resistance, open up channels, and prepare your inner soil so your affirmations can take root. Think of frequencies as the fertilizer for your inner garden. Visual loops. Your brain loves pictures. It stores them better than facts. That's why you remember dreams, movies, and childhood moments. Loop visuals of your goals, nature scenes that calm you, symbols that speak to your higher self, images that align with what you're calling in. When you see it, you feel it. And when you feel it, you believe it. Your brain doesn't know the difference between a memory and a vivid imagination, so give it visions to remember that haven't even happened yet, but soon will. Text subtitles. Here's the upgrade, the hidden accelerator. When you see the affirmation on screen, while hearing it, while feeling it, while visualizing it, your brain lights up in multiple regions at once: auditory, visual, emotional, motor. This multiplies encoding. It's how we learn songs, languages, and unforgettable moments. Reading along while listening creates a super pathway. It tattoos the affirmation deep into your belief system. That's why subtitles aren't optional, they're essential. Now here's your power move. Play your 4D loop right before sleep or during meditation. That's when your conscious guard is down and your subconscious is wide open. That's the golden hour, when rewiring becomes automatic. Play it daily. Let it wash over you, let it reprogram your inner world, until your outer world has no choice but to follow. Continue to listen to powerful stories like this. Meet Daniel, a 33-year-old artist, doubtful, overthinking, and stuck in a cycle of never finishing anything. He found this formula by accident or maybe by destiny. He recorded affirmations. I am bold with my creativity. I finish everything I start. My art makes people feel. He layered them over 528 hertz. He looped clips of finished paintings, smiling buyers, gallery spaces, even a video of himself pretending to sign his first sale. Every night before sleep, he hit play, he watched, he listened, he read, he felt. For 21 days, nothing felt different. But on day 22, he woke up with a sudden idea. He sketched without stopping. He posted it online. It sold within an hour. The next one sold too, and then another. Now, he runs an online shop. His prints hang in homes all over the world. He calls it his subconscious studio, because that's where the real shift happened. Not outside, but inside. This isn't magic, it's mechanics, neural mechanics. And you're holding the blueprint now. Affirmations, frequencies, visuals, subtitles. Use them together and watch your world evolve. Are you ready for the next level of yourself? Then step into the 4D fast track and never look back.
Chapter 7. The formula is now yours. The end is only the beginning. Before we close this journey together, let's come back to that quiet, sacred space where this all began. Back to you, lying in bed, perhaps, eyes closed or half dreaming, a soft breath, a warm heartbeat, and a knowing that you were meant to find this. That what you just read wasn't just information, it was activation, it was remembrance. You've now been handed a key, not a metaphorical key, but a real, powerful tool for transformation. The MindTech formula. Ancient in origin, modern in application, backed by science, charged by soul. And now it's yours. The power of repetition, why this formula works. Let's bring this truth home, one last time. Because the brain doesn't change with exposure, it changes with repetition. Affirmation is not woo. It's wiring. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, responds to repeated input, thoughts repeated, images rehearsed, feelings felt again and again. It's not just about saying I am worthy. It's about feeling that worthiness flood your body again and again and again until your brain no longer remembers the old you because it has fully become the new you. Science backs it. But you make it real. Studies show that affirmations activate the reward centers of the brain, enhancing motivation and resilience. Neuroscience confirms that visualization strengthens the same neural pathways as actual experience. Frequencies like binaural beats calm the nervous system and enhance focus. And subconscious anchoring through subtitled repetition cements new beliefs faster than conscious effort alone. But you know what matters more than any study? Your story. Meet Layla, the mom who rewired her mind at midnight. Let me tell you about Layla. A single mom of two, working from home, drowning in doubt, bills piling up. Clients ghosting, sleep disrupted. Self-esteem in the gutter. One night, in desperation, she played a YouTube video she'd bookmarked months ago. It was a visual affirmation video built with the MindTech formula, subtitles, soft frequencies, and a voice that told her, you are capable. You are supported. You are aligned with abundance. At first, she didn't believe it, but she kept listening, nightly. For 21 days, she repeated those words out loud. She watched herself in the mirror as she said them. She started creating her own affirmations. And slowly her body changed, her posture, her tone, her courage. She created a new offer for her clients, something aligned with her true gifts. She began attracting people who saw her value. She even began teaching her children how to affirm themselves every morning. Layla didn't get lucky, she got aligned. She became a deliberate creator, not by force but by formula. By repetition, by belief, by remembering. Now it's your turn. This is your moment, not to just think differently, but to live differently. You now understand how to use affirmations that speak in present tense and emotion, visualize outcomes with clarity and repetition. Average frequency and subtitles to speak directly to your subconscious. Align your nervous system with what you want to call and trust that what you desire is not only possible, it's already here before you go. If this book moved you, if it made you cry, or breathe deeper, or finally believe again, please don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you love. Talk about it with a friend. Practice it with your kids. Use it in your daily life. Leave a review, like, comment, or subscribe to help this message reach others. Because the truth is, this formula doesn't just change minds, it changes generations. You are now a guardian of ancient technology, a carrier of this remembering, a light in a world that desperately needs people who believe again. One last whisper before sleep. The code was never lost. Just ignored, now it's reawakened inside of you. Let that knowing hold you tonight, let it rock you gently. Let it guide your dreams, and when you rise tomorrow, rise as the version of you that already knows, you are powerful. You are aligned. You are the creator. Now go live it, over and over, and watch your world reflected back.